exploding star. In other words, the universe really is expanding.
We're doing, they calling it office hours? Cosmic queries, office hours. Yeah, huh? It said the universe is expanding. That's our topic today. How about that? The expanding universe. We ought to be talking about. See, it's about space stuff. Everything's about space stuff, huh? But we got this. We got to go do plumbing today. That's what we're doing, Beans. You know what? We're doing plumbing. We're going to cut an access panel in the back of that, behind the bathtub, so we can fix that leak. That's next. Anyway, you know what today is? Today is the 15th. 15th. A Saturday, the 15th. C sharp minor. It's perfect example of an alien mode. Come rescue, come, you wag your tail, okay. Come, we'll do the boy voice. Come rescue merry gentlemen, whatever you dismay. Rest assured our Savior was born on Christmas Day. Now I don't remember all the words to this, but I was singing still. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. You're not wagging your tail. I must have did really bad at it, huh? I must have done really bad. Oh, my bald spot's showing. Let me fix it. I don't know, bald spots. Bald spots. Anyway. Well, shoot, I get dressed here. Sure, like that's just I need to. I can't wait to get these over with. I get to spend a day. Oh, I need to spend a month, a year. Oh, I need to be not doing any of that so I could work on project. The main project. Projects. You know what the two main projects we're working on. Sabrina's projects. Hers. Her project, Space City. And also the TAS units. The TAS units. That's right, TAS units. Right here. The little space bike model. TAS units. Right here we got Ayn Rand looking at them. Guess what? The John Galt motor. What's the John Galt motor? Well, you know what? Here. Let's do this for a second. Before we get dressed, for a second. Oh, here, let's just do this real quick. The paperback version. Yeah. The paperback of Atlas Shrugged. Let's open first page. It says, who is John Galt? Asks, is he a destroyer or a liberator? Why does he have to fight his battle? Not against his enemies, but against those who need him the most. Why does he fight his hardest battle against the woman he loves? Well, see, that's part of her story, but here's the part that's important right here. Why does he have to fight his battle not against his enemies, but against those who need him the most. This is the worker. This is the man with the people with the intellect. That the engineers, even the factory workers. People have just enough knowledge even to do work in a factory. Even what moves the world. That's what this book's about. Yeah. So who is John Galt? So I think we're going to do a reading of this. We'll make a playlist. So here, the introduction, part 1, the non-contradiction, the theme, first line in it. Oh, here, that's that book. Here's the start of the book right here. Right there, there's the first page that counts right here. Who is John Galt? It goes into the story. The light was ebbing, and Eddie Walt. Anyway, we'll do a reading. We're gonna put out a whole series of readings of this book. We're gonna do the whole book, okay? In time. So, half hour at a time, I guess. The reading of Atlas Shrugged. Something to put some of our original instrumental music to in the background, right? Right, Pete? Huh, yeah. So we do a recording, and then we do the reading. While it plays back, record it, mix it, and then play it back and do the reading. That's how we'll do it. Yeah. So let's just let the camera, microphone pick up the sound like that. Make it easy, right? And skip at the editing parts. We'll do it okay, so kind of unedited. It'll be kind of live. How about that? Yeah, huh? A live reading. Maybe we should live stream that. Huh? Let's see. Pick a schedule. What would be a good schedule to do that? When do we have always time where there's nobody bothering us? Huh? Oh, well, there's sometimes Boo comes over late at night. So we don't have really one set time unless it's like 2 in the morning. And that's not a good time to do live streaming. We could set a time like prime time, a little bit post prime time, about 11:30, I guess, to do the live stream. The reading of Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand. All right, we change. Get ready. Let's get going, Beans. Hey? Yeah, because it's already going on noon. Right? Yeah, going on noon already. You got to promise me you're not going to be running all over the place. Otherwise, you go on a leash. Do you hear me? You got to stay close and stay by me, okay? It's your job. Unless I tell you otherwise. If I ask otherwise, that's another story. See? You don't want the leash. You don't want to have to go on the leash. You don't care. Leash or not, you go anywhere, wouldn't you? Huh? Yeah, huh? Oh, yeah. Okay. The tools are already over there. So what we need is trying to get it together here. Oh. They're looking at the motorhome. Anyway, oh, there's those tennis shoes. We're wearing them. Come on, Beans, this way. Back to the job. All right, is the lake gone in here? Is Ricky Lake gone? Okay, good. It's drying up. So here's the drain that needs to be fixed right there. What's that thing? This thing over here. I was probably going to grab that. It could be something interesting. Oh, some kind of cover for something. I know where it is if I decide I do. All right, so that drain. We can put the bed in a minute. Come on. Oh, you can hang out under there. We're going in here. Next thing is plumbing. And we got this repair, this carpentry work. We got to cut that down, patch it in, cut that out, put in the thing, the strike plate, the floor. But before we do the floor, we're going to do this. Cutting out the access panel here, this wall behind the shower. So we get some power hooked up in here. This is one of Scott's extension cords. You can have it back. Big text, such a piece of work. Power saw. Those multiple parts. Now this should be drying up. Yeah, slowly. Alright. Alright, now let's set this in the best position. Lowest position should cut it. Oh, so this goes down past 0. So what we're going to do is just skim it, impregnate it in the carpet there, and that'll be deep enough. No. Okay, well then we'll hold it out here and do it, place it where we want it. That's the normal person. Oh, that's why it got hung up. Oh, it's got a spot where it sticks. Let's see. Okay, makes it difficult. Okay, right there is where I want it. Should be. Okay, 1/4 inch. Okay, there we go. Guarantee we're going to hit nothing. We don't need to wall about DUI for this. We just got to kind of get an idea where we're cutting it. Okay, here we go. So, right in between here. Oh, right here. Use my leg. Oh, we've got a measuring tape here. Let's get the measuring tape. Use the measuring device. Find it. Drag to get to it. Okay. Now. Alright, now. It is. We're going to cut our hole. Give us plenty of room. 34 inches off the floor. And now it's the 32 and 11. By finger steps. So 32 inches here. We got some more. Okay, 32 and 11. Okay, and then we need some kind of a straight edge. Perfectly straight. Just mark the line here. It doesn't have to be perfectly level because it's going to be making an access panel over it with a hinge door. Okay, that's how we're going to do it. So, there. Square it out there. This square. If I get like this, I can see square. There it is. Alright, there's square. Here. There it is. Okay. And then down here. That's still not square. Close enough, it doesn't matter. Square is not important. What's important is to get the hole made. Alright, now all we need is something to reach behind it. There we go. Now we'll just put a frame around it. It's got a mounting attachment for some springs. How about that? Hinges. Put a frame around it, put some hinges on it, mount it right there. Put a little latch. Voila. Oh, we'll do the board here. Or maybe, yeah, just put something there for it to close against. Alright. That's later after we fix it. What a menagerie of mess. Alright. So, where's our leak? Can't see shit down there. Alright, time to go juice it up. Time to go juice it up. Oh, we need a flashlight. Oh, here, I see it right here. All this corrosion is pretty obvious. That's one of them. There might be more. There might be more. Let's see what happens when we juice it up. Let's see, this is a long-term leak here. This one. That one's been leaking a while. Yes, indeed. So anyway, this space, once we get this leaks handled, that will dry up. Now anyway. So, this is the word rank and file. Ring and bell. Alright, we brought Mr. Probe back so we can see up in there. Flashlights, inspection mirror, lizard cam. So it's all corroded up in there. Okay, it looks like most of it boils down to this circuit in here. Alright, let's go juice it up, see what happens. What to do. Somehow give it some water. You know what that means? We gotta go give it some water. Huh? Yeah, huh? Flashlight. Okay, turn it on. See what happens. All right, well, let's have a look at it here. See any leaks yet? Ow. There it is right there. There's water. There it is. That joint right there is leaking. So, that's it. That's the leak right there. That was pretty easy to detect. So, that's good where all that corrosion is. So we could fix this by A, break this apart and clean it up. And then B, clean that up and desolder it. And probably resolder it, maybe replace those parts, those two T's there. And that would fix it. It fixes it. That takes care of. Let's look at, we got more corrosion here. That's the thing. Let's look at this corroded stuff down here. What's going on here? This is dried and screwed up. Now that's all dry. This ain't leaking either. Oh yeah, this is leaking. Oh, that's where it's coming from. It's this joint. So we didn't even mess with that. Here it is, right there. That is the joint leaking. So all we do is remake that joint, and the thing will be fixed. Okay, so basically most of these have been leaking. Probably got a section that's screwed up. Do I have a flare tool? If not, guess what? I'll show you this hack. Watch this shit. Okay, come on. Almost off there. Suck air. Pull this out so we can inspect all the connections. It's been just seeping. Just put it, clean it up, put it back together, tighten it up. Corrosion, good. Very good. Alright, well there's really, I don't see anything wrong with that joint other than it needed to be tensioned. So put it back together, tighten it up till it don't leak anymore. Right? That's how we do it. French crawls close. It creeps to the closed side. While we're at it. Now, put the heater running on that. Running on the spot to dry it up. Does this fan work? It does. It don't work. Seems to be the whole time. Oh, there it is. It just is. It's slow. It's burnt out is what it is. Yeah. This motor has seen better days. But we let it run on there until, because of the loose mirror. That'll help it dry it. Let's go juice this up, check it, see if we got the leak. Darn it, I wanted to use lizard cam. Well, we can use lizard cam. Look at the back side. All right. Looks good. Oh, oh, my head. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, looks good. Okay, we got the leak. So all we're gonna do is just let it dry now. Let me use this just because I got it. Huh. This thing, lizard cam. Ooh, it's warm in here. Ooh. I got a hole in my shirt. We'll just fold it. Okay. Alright. Okay. We'll look at it. Use it just cause I brought it. lizard can. Yeah. We bought this so we couldn't tell where the water leak was on the van. Bought this to find the water leak. It did help, actually, I think a little. It helped a lot. Along with an inspection mirror. Okay, lizard can. Okay, here we go. Ooh, that's chilly. Alright, here we go. We got spots on the mirror. Spots on the lens. Okay, that's clean. Mirror inspection mirror on there. Yeah. There's spots on the mirror too. Okay, there we go. Now I can see. Alright. Sweet. Nice. No leaks. Excellent. Yeah. Let's inspect it. Let's inspect all this plumbing that we got here. Nice. Pretty good. Okay. It's not, none of this is leaking. Okay, it's look worse than it was, because this was leaking and dripping all the way down across all this plumbing, leaving it all floated. Alright, so we're done with that. The next step is, next plumbing is this drain. And then, this is just a matter of putting it back together. And so bad. That makes the plumbing done, except for making an access panel, which is carpentry, which we'll be moving into carpentry then. Access panel. Back the way it came out. And we have to paint it. We gotta give it a no. Okay, we'll square it up with the frame, make it look all perfect. So we're gonna make a frame, put it on that piece, and then mount it with hinges. Alright. Oh my head. Okay. Huh. Why is my hair upset? Probably my dentures, maybe. This is kind of good, getting it back pretty good. Take that half is all we need. And there's the half of this lizard can. Okay. Yeah. It's so bad. Sleep. I'm gonna take a Valium and go to sleep for a while. Take my dentures out. Whew. Ow. This thing's broken. Don't need it now anyway. This can be taken apart. Got this. This does the same job now. Okay, so the carpentry. Oh, we got the drain. Oops. Okay, which is just a matter of taking it, putting it, and I'm gonna glue the dish. I don't want to have to fuck with it again. So, glue. Okay, we're gonna do this drain. Guess what, Beans? drain time, fixed drain. I got the ABS glue. I mean it's not ABS glue. We're gonna use the black. I'm gonna use the red hot blue glue. And guess what? Red hot blue glue is adequate enough. So all we're gonna do is take that, clean the crap out of it, and then glue it together. Oh, goodness. Oh, fucking nasty. Oh. Ah. That finished peeing. Ah. Oh. The top of this. Put my finger in there. There. Oh, I see another fucking leak. That's not in the trailer, that's out here. That's in the line. That can be fixed with some. Ow. Right there. Oh. It can be fixed with some PVC parts. Oh. Right here. Alright. On top right now. Ow. Ow, man. Ow. Ow, side ache. Ow, shit. Ow. 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 Okay. We're definitely going to want to go take a bath after this. Alright. Let's just do this. Take this as it is and just wipe it on there. There's a clue. See, by the way, you don't know, and nobody, well, maybe a lot of people do know. Red hot blue glue works with. Look at this ridiculous fucking routing. That really ought to be changed up. I'm not gonna bother. If it clogs, if it plugs up, that's it. If it plugs up, we'll worry about that. Only till it plugs up. Not worry about it unless it plugs up. Ridiculous. Really. These people should learn how to do shit right. God damn it. Who did that shit? Stupid. Fucking ridiculous. You take it apart there, bring it right in, straight in. So I'm not going to worry about it unless it plugs. But, you know, it's stupid. You can't. Anyway. Probably, maybe that didn't come off so easy. But you know what? You take the toilet up, flange loose, turn it around. But nobody's willing to go the extra distance on that kind of thing, you know. That's how that goes. Ow. Hit my head. Where's Sabrina now? guess what? That's all I'm going to do today. We'll get it fixed. Oh, my head. Oh. Splitting headache. Sabrina. Oh, there she is. Where's Beans at? Oh, there she is. I'm sure she's right there. Yeah, okay, anyway. We're packing it in, Sabrina. That's all I'm going to do here today. I got a headache. I need to go get a bath. So, I just remembered there's one more thing we got to do before we call it. Let's do it. Let's get that valve. Pull that valve. That's plumbing thing. Gotta go shut it off. This baby right here. Screw. That is a valve. Something to turn. We need a socket. That's what we remember. We used to use a socket to get the rest out. Oh no. Yeah. No, it should come right out. It's just. No. Oh no, that's right. We gotta take that thing out. Oh, we gotta come back with the right side socket. This side is socket. Forgot. We gotta use this socket. Use the crescent wrench to measure. Use this crescent wrench like the markers. There it is about there. It's like a sparkler wrench. Do it. And make a tool for you. Do I have it somewhere maybe? No. Anyway, so for now, just hang that back in there so it don't go away. Alright. Moving on. We know what we gotta come back with now. Sabrina, what are you doing? Sabrina! Yeah, you got it. You know exactly what we're doing. Heading home. That's right. Don't need that no second guessing you, huh? All right. Ouch. My whole body's sore. Yeah, we're home for the day. We're going nowhere. I'm gonna go run a bath. Take a run with the bike and go on a bike ride, huh? What do you think? Maybe. I'm not gonna promise you, okay? Because I'm not feeling very. I'm tired. Needing rest, and I need a bath. Locking the gate. Like we're not here. We're not home. Put a sign. Oh yeah, here. Let me bring that in here before I lock the gate. I should put a sign and say, gone for, oh, went to outer space. Come back in 2 weeks. No, not put any signs. I don't plan on. I don't know. I'll answer the door on a per person selection basis. That's what I need to do not disturb sign on the wall. I can put out. I don't want to be bothered. Do not disturb, please. Opportunity for some sleep. Wind down, take a bath, wind down, relax, and finally get some sleep. Oh, that was that thing. That thing down there, wasn't it? The tripod leg hit it. Music time. Oh, there it is. Level 3. Uh-huh. Whippy. All right. Oh. days. I've been like a migraine. Oh, my whole head. Maybe it's marijuana. Maybe this marijuana is headache weed. Oh, which if it is, I gotta get something else. Keep the usage down. The headache weed, you can use it if you don't get headaches if you only smoke a little bit here or there. Ouch. It's guaranteed weed that'll last you forever. Long, long time. Yeah, huh? Well, let's put this in the bath and put this show back on. Huh, what do you say? You see the 4 dog right now, huh? Are you gonna be a 4 dog? No, I didn't think so. Yeah, she didn't want to be no 4 dog. That's right. Door. They're knocking on the fence out here. Get the flashlight there. Yeah, it's cold walking barefoot. Hope you, that's a road bag. You got some good weed in there. I ain't got that much, but I love it's good weed, right? I want to get me a buzz before I go up the house. It's better than the shit I got, I hope. I don't know. It probably is. Okay. That stuff you got to mark? No. Nope. This is probably better than that. No, I can't say where I got this, but I have got 2 or 3 in here. I can't tell you where, but it's something. More than 2 or 3. What is that? It got what I got pulled early because they started to wilt. Oh, that's that little pipe. That's how I got it. Just I thought it had. I can't sell it. So. I thought I had another pipe in there. Oh. That's that pipe. I just want some make pipe. It's not bad. Load or whatever. You got a beer on your house? A beer? One of those beers? Those half blue ribs. Yeah. Sure. I got two here. I think there's something in that. I don't see nothing. It's not very much. That's the best one right there. Here you go. Here's my new marketing idea right here. Yeah, I know you showed it to me before. The stick. I thought that was cool. Yeah, I know I showed you, but I didn't show that camera that's looking at it. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. Well, that one there looks like it'd be good. Yeah, okay. Let's put the rest of them back out here in the refrigerator. We'll drink me one beer and give me a buzz before I head up there. Yeah. What's that? Back outside. And out to the refrigerator.
Guess what? Refrigerator. Mark found out he had a problem with the meter, and they came out and changed the new meter. Changed the meter, put it on a new meter.
Good.
All that crap blaming me and stuff. If it adjusts out, I'm sure they adjust the bill.
Yes. Yes, they will.
If the meter was wrong,
Yes.
which it most likely was, they told him they were having problems with those meters.
Yeah.
Good. But he already shifted his blame. I don't know if you want to smoke this little pipe. I like smoking it. I don't know if you want to smoke it.
Like your weed, you bring your weed, your pipe.
I like that bigger pipe, but I like this too. The small one. I mean, when
Oh, old school traditional.
old school tradition.
Well, that's what that is. They had a million of them. Here, let me.
You can stick that in your pocket. It's easy to carry with you.
Yeah. And it's metal. It don't break. It won't break.
So you can smoke wax out of that easy.
Yeah.
As long as you hold it back here by the wood.
Well, that's the good shit I've got to smoke. The best shit I got to smoke this weed isn't this weed.
I think that might be better.
Oh, this weed's probably.
I haven't
better.
smoked any of it yet, though. I don't really know.
Well, I know
Sure.
this. Because this came. This is regular sellable stock. You bought this at the Grove?
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's supposed to be some good weed.
It looks okay. Red. Reddish. So it's time to get rid of.
What's that?
Time to get rid of the layers here. Whoa. Put that on. Go outside.
And
the door.
he told Nikki to try to get her mother to give him another $100 a month. I don't think they'll go for that.
No.
They're about ready to lose their home, from what she said. They're going through that and going to give another $100. That's already said she's paying too much. He wants another 100. I bet you he's getting electrical assistance soon. He's getting everything else. So whatever money's on there, electrical assistance probably took care of it. It can come out of his pocket.
Yeah, I don't know if it's getting electrical systems or not.
He should be. Based on what he says he's making an income, probably is. He's only claiming, what, $1,100 a month, I think?
I don't get electrical systems.
He may not.
That's not my deal.
He's not paying no rent. So
That's not the deal John Galt made with the government.
He's not paying no rent.
That's how the Atlas Shrugged actually. The truth of the real version of Atlas Shrugged went. John Galt made a deal with the government for the life and livelihood. Okay, and so that's covered, but still struggling, because everybody in the world wants John Galt to fix their stuff for them and stuff and whatever,
That weed looks good. They're looking at it.
including the.
Where did they get that one? Both of them were given to me. I got the others was given to me too. And I don't know which one.
Struggling for years, just trying
I'm trying to think where I got that.
to get above and beyond the status quo of the rank and file in order to have time to develop your invention.
Either way,
That's John Galt.
Mark's saying it'll be adjusted out if it's that meter. Yeah. The meter was causing that. I don't think all of it was the meter, but some of it may have been. So some of it may have been that pump. That wet for it. Some might have been pump. Yeah. But could have been the meter too. I won't tell him if he's gonna put me that generator. I go to the generator and I do all of our costs, our energy will be on us, but he's cutting us down to $150 a month. Yeah. I think that's plenty fair.
Yeah. What's Bean doing? Yeah.
Because I thought that was ridiculous anyway, him saying that. Because that's cutting down electric use. if I provide that heat off generator. It must be kind of good you coughing.
Well, I've been coughing at everything. Today I've been coughing at everything. Just because of this weed with so much fiber in it's got me all full.
Yeah.
That's not a good inspector. That one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
How's that saying?
There's too much fiber in it.
Oh, this one?
I've been smoking
Oh,
this week.
That's too much fiber. How's
Yeah,
this? How's
this
this?
this tastes good. It tastes really
It looks good. Look good, little buddy.
Huh. Turn the heater off now. Boy, it don't take long.
It's warm.
It don't take long.
Those little things put out some heat.
This heater,
That's that quartz thing,
this
ain't it?
heater cranks.
That's the elements quartz.
Uh-huh.
They put out some heat.
Yeah.
It don't take them long. Say those radiators so good, it takes too long for those radiators to get warm. They pull too much, it takes too long for them to get warm.
Mm-hmm.
Once they do get warm, if you leave them on, they can keep a good type of warm.
You know how when they really work though?
So, so
They work really good when the thermostat goes away, and it quits running. The thermostat quits short circuits, and you let that element come on full blast. Boy, they do work.
we paid that $5 I borrowed from you too. I'll give you a $6, but I don't think you want a $6.
What's that?
$5 I borrowed from you?
Oh yeah.
I said, I'll give you a $6, but I don't think you want
No,
a $6.
no, no. That's the little hard to spend. You got a $6 bill.
The Clinton.
I gotta see it here. Here, come here, Bean. Here. You wanna? What are you doing on the floor? I thought you wanted to come up and hang out right here. You can get right here. Right between us. Right here. Come and look at the $6 bill. Oh, it's a $6 bill.
Six. It's
United
still six.
States of United States of the America. Okay, United States of the America. Okay. Monaco and here I gotta get a magnifier. This note is legal tender for all affairs, but mostly public and private. This is an invitation. And when you're honey, invitation is good for all affairs, public or
All
private.
affairs.
Public or private.
Affairs, not for spending. Public affairs, private affairs. Just don't try to spend it.
Oh, this one, look, it's got a marijuana leaf on it.
I'm sure he smokes. Even though he says
well,
he says he's getting hell.
I didn't in hell.
He's got that on there.
It's Monica Blowinski, affairs secretary. Not this. Not. Yeah, affairs secretary. BS. The little emblem says BS.
As a cereal thing or something. Actually, probably cereal.
I inhaleth not.
That's like a cereal number then.
BS.
BS, I
That's what
inhaled
the
not.
BS means.
BS, I
inhaleth
inhaled not. BS.
Oh, that's good stuff. She likes that. I don't know why. And other people might think it's gross. You know what? I think
It is gross.
But you know what? She used to have sinusitis, like I do. I got chronic sinusitis, and since I've been doing that, her sinusitis has gone away. It's helped her sinusitis. So it's like, hey, I just do that once in a while, and she don't have that problem anymore. People think it's gross. It's like, too bad for you. It helps her. It's not, and as far as I'm concerned, anything that helps her. Oh, the backside is precious.
What's that?
The backside is precious. It's got sex on the four corners. then it's like the suck starts here.
I've never looked at it
A little
that
sign
as
says
deep as
the
you
stuck
are.
starts here. Then one says rest in peace something. Tris, Tress. Yeah, I need a bigger better. I need a stronger magnifier.
It's getting that small. You heard that when Mark said he wouldn't make no money. But it's just like, you got $2,100 from us. I mean, you ain't making no money.
Fillery, Fillery, PHILER, and the obstruction advice. Fillery and the obstruction device. There's sexy female interns wanted. Rest in peace, Vince. Knee pad recycling center.
Knee pad recycling.
Yeah. Okay. Sabrina thought that was funny. Although in her doggy mind, she probably don't know what it means. Really. Stanford Indians. 2,424 miles that way. And then here's another one that said rest in peace something. Rest in peace Ron. Rest in peace James M. Hey, what year was this? 1998. Coffee cup and a dollar bill. 1998. That was Liver Sports Club, Comdex. Trying to buy that property, a land contract on Savoy. Ended up losing it. I think that's it. There's no more funny stuff. This side's got a couple things. Oh, here, the little symbol here that says sex on it, and then it says E pluribus coitus. Yeah, that's great. Golfer and gopher. Vernon Jordan. That must be the manufacturer. Where'd you get this at?
There's souvenir shops I livered to problem. So I livered for 1 year to the Strip and Fremont Street, souvenir shops. I probably delivered all this stuff to them.
Here, let's do this one. Funny.
What's that?
Stupid. Are you stupid? That's right, you're stupid. Hey, shut up. Don't call me stupid. I'll tell you stupid if I want to.
So you got that going back there?
Yeah.
Just getting everything with stuff saying.
Yeah. Talking about Mark.
Yeah. So let's talk about Mark.
Oh.
Let's get all that.
Oh, well, they know, everybody knows that you live out there. Yeah, I've been videoing everything about my life. And so my life ends up, everybody else's there too, in the movies that I'm making. That's how that's working. And so it's like, it's everybody else's life too, sort of. It's like kind of hard to keep identities anonymous and secret.
Well, everybody else is in your life, part of your life too.
It's becoming more and more difficult, but if subscribers than 18 subscribers. But you know, I do it. I'm doing it because well, my life is so bizarre and unique. It deserves to be published. You know that, Dave? I have such a different life than
Is that
other
the lighter
people.
I was using?
Yeah, you gotta push down on it.
Oh.
Can you try it again?
Like a flamethrower and a lighter.
Oh yeah, well, no, I got the flamethrower over there.
Use a regular lighter.
Since you're bringing it up,
We're gonna use a regular lighter, I think.
we're gonna use this is a good lighter for this though.
Ooh. For doing that, maybe.
Yeah. It's good for this. I melted I melted that bag one day.
I'm sure you melt a lot of things.
You caught that
Or
on
a lot
fire.
of things.
Huh.
That's right, now you got it already.
My aim is precise now, though. See, I think it's better and better. and the thing is that the can't predict the reach of the thing. You know, sometimes it reaches further than other times. I guess it was driven by a pump and be a little more predictable. But you know, you squeeze different. You know, you're. Let's talk physiology for a minute. Oh, and my dentures are on the table over there. Anyway, let's talk physiology for a second. So first, let's talk microbes. Let's talk about microbes. Let's talk about a nice thick cake of microbes I'm getting ready to put on my dentures and put them in my mouth. These microbes are wonderful and white. They're called, well, here's just 5 of them. What's in these, what I'm getting ready to put on my dentures is, I've just cleaned them, cleaned my mouth, everything. I think that was why I was getting a headache. 2 days, because I hadn't done it in a while. And they're starting to develop some undesirable bacteria. So, we're talking about Streptococcus thermophilus, Lactose vulgaris, Lactolactis, that's the very first one they discovered was, and Lactose case, L. acidophilus, and, oh, they've added one. Bifidus bacterium. That was one of the next ones they discovered. Anyway, so nice spoonful. Cake it all over the dentures. Use the dentures to spoon it in.
I'll let it overflow.
Swallow.
Ah.
Oh, I gotta clean that fridge. Speaking of undesirable microbes, something in there is starting to develop a few. So, let's talk. We're going to talk physiology, right? Huh?
I guess this is starting.
What?
I think that's what you started.
Yeah, physiology. Physiology. I'm scratching an itch. All right, so we were talking. What was leading to the discussion? What led into it? Okay. race bike with the Taz units, the John Galt motor all set up for Ann to look at. Alright, so, physiology. So, that's the thing marijuana helps me do. The coffee marijuana. It's an expectorant. It helps me when I sleep. All that phlegm, that thick liquids, drains down my throat. Some of it gets sucked into my lungs. Like, snoring. People snore. They have no idea that's happening. And some of them don't really realize that that's why they're, when they cough for the day, whatever, they're coughing up the phlegm from the production of mucus that happens through the night. So, we think chronic sinusitis is allergy related. What do you think? I'm so allergic to so many things as far as food goes. Like all these nuisance allergies, food allergies. And I've noticed some foods increase the production of mucus. Sometimes it's thicker than other times. Sometimes they get runny noses, which is good. It helps get rid of it. But then other times it's thick, like I can't even breathe, and I can't blow it out either. Lately it's been in between. Since I've finally discovered and did the surgery, I did my own surgery to remove the remnant of paraseptum. Okay, that's where I'd found that it had actually been worked its way through and was deteriorated into, well, there was nothing holding it basically. And so I removed it, the remainder of it. That's the best way to treat it. You get it? But since that happened, I have had a whole lot of problems clearing my nose out because that was part of the deviation. But that's why that ended up breaking down and coming out, is because early on when we were in high school and the Ron screwing around, taking some ride with this thug, and a sexy little guitar that he made. Ron, referring to living the boy half in high school, Anyway, so ended up getting punched in the nose, and because this guy tried to steal a guitar to give us ride home in his Mustang, a gray Mustang. Even today, I've got aversion to Mustangs. But I've tried since if I'd have known what I know about medicine, then I would have known how to fix my own deviated septum from a nose impact, which is not that difficult to do. Just roll up tissue paper, good solid rollings, and you stuff it in there. You stuff your nose, and basically kind of helps to put some kind of support on the outside to help the bridge maintain its shape. But if you stuff it right, you don't need to do that. If you stuff it with just the right amount of pressure. So anyway, and if I'd have known that, I would have done that. And so through the years, what we did, we've actually had through the years, it's like, because we couldn't afford to go get it fixed, because we were poor and didn't have insurance. Anyway, what we did was we went around trying to get, for a while, trying to get punched in the nose. But no one was ever able to do it, you know, and then I walk around in the dark sometimes, hoping to run my nose into shit, so I could break it and fix the deviated septum. I know it sounds funny.
Just one time I think slam my shoulder, put it back in place.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I went dancing one night. It was like mosh pits, whatever. I really, really tried to break my nose again, and it just wouldn't happen. But now, see, I've got
broke one time. Okay, like broke the bone.
Oh.
I think I popped it back. Had to check it was broke.
Yours has been broken before.
I got deviated septum too. I don't can see it. But deviated septum.
It's hell having a deviated septum and sinusitis. Anyway, I got this. Figured out this way of poking it through if there's boogers in there, and then just blowing it out.
You got all that crap on camera right now.
Well, the theme of my channel is education. Overall,
Yes, education,
I
yes.
keep mostly the education theme category clicked on everything because there's stuff to learn everywhere through everything,
I did
underlying
one thing up
everything
my
I
nostril,
do.
now I'll do something
Every
like that.
moment of the day there might be a teachable moment,
It's gonna be gross yours.
and that's why I said it's educational TV.
Up the nose with it.
If anything, you watch me, you learn not to do something. Watch me make a mistake. Don't do this. Don't do this at home, kids. Yeah, like this one. Kids,
Watch where I get out of
do not do this. Indoors. If you want to have your mama and your daddy fix you up with one of these and one of those for taking it outside, and if they will let you do it, more power to you. Hooray, hooray. Just don't point it at anything. I'll show you here.
No.
I can light your beer up. Anyway, here. Let me show you what can you do. Watch. I'm going to just point it at something. Whoa. See it? It's on fire. You light it right up.
It is on fire now.
Whoa. That's so fun. I get rid of, you could get rid of cockroaches. Oh, here. See those spider webs? Watch.
You get rid of those spiders.
Yeah, the spider webs.
And the webs,
Make
too.
sure it's abandoned. I don't want to hurt any spiders. I love spiders. We have a pet one in the in our shower.
It's not
You know,
like a
they're
tarantulas,
really actually
big
getting.
spiders.
They're actually. Yeah. See, this is. Anybody? Okay, nobody's home. Okay, good. It's an abandoned web, so we can get rid of it from the off the couch. Getting rid of spider webs from off the couch. Oh, you know, we got to do this for these guys. For all the eyes.
That's his home now.
No, well, it's abandoned.
His abandoned home.
It's an abandoned home. Yeah, so we can get rid of it. They'll make a new one. They went somewhere and made a new home. All right, here. So we're gonna do this. You see the.
I always want to look at get those webs from that angle.
And let's zoom it in. So, we're going to get rid of some spider webs from off the couch. Where are they? There they are. All right, there. Okay, couldn't see them in the camera for a minute. All right, here we go. Getting rid of spider webs from off of the couch. Watch the video. She's kind of intimidated by this because she knows, but she never like. Why are you? She's all twitchy and shit. I'm never gonna point this at you. That day when you thought it was pointed at you, you're 5 feet away from you.
See how far that thing carries.
All right, here we go. There they go. Look, they're falling to the ground. The remnants falling to the ground.
That cleaned it too. All of it.
Yes, it did. It got rid of the dirt. In one fell swoop, pulled the dirt off. Here, let's try another spot here. These spots. See these dirt spots? Let's see if we can clean the dirt spots by remote in a nanosecond. Because that's about the length of time that if you were to measure that with a high-speed camera, it's a couple of nanoseconds. Maybe we're talking milliseconds. Actually, realistically. Okay, here's this dirt spot here. Let's try it. See if the dirt spot goes away. Here, we'll go from here. Okay, here we go.
No, I don't think it's gonna clean that.
No. Anyway. Zoom it out here. You're not going to ask what that is? That thing?
I'm trying to figure it out what it is.
It's hanging upside down, but look. Boom. See, let me pull it down. We'll talk about it. So, this thingy is, in fact, a crank. And it demonstrates, its intent is to demonstrate simply one simple thing. It demonstrates a form of biased, you can say it with me? Biased impulse. Oh, biased kinetic force. Biased kinetic impulse to force propulsion. But then we study this. We built this to study this principle. The crank. Okay. I had the crank this way, so it was linear like this. It went like this. Boom. So you go for slow, fast. Out here it's a wide ratio, got a lot of torque. Here it's short ratio, less torque, but a lot of velocity. Okay? So basically, you put a weight on the end of that, and you put two of them out there, and basically it swims in space-time. Because of it comes up slow, and what you have to do, actually the way it works the best is you actually want more mass at the driving end than you want at the swimming end. So the mass on the end experiences frame drag according to the torque that's applied to the arm. Okay, as it goes around. So now what this was, I think, well, it's an interesting concept. Let's visualize it with the little driver wheel at an angle. And what you get is the tight ratio, okay, and the wide ratio. And wide ratio, it's way up here, and the tight ratio is way down here. So it picks it up. It's got a mechanical advantage picking it up. And here in the high velocity, it's got, let's see how it whips it around. Whip, 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 whip. Okay, so that, and I look at that, so, well, shoot. Tilt that at a little angle, and guess what you got? Whip, whip, whip. And you put a wing on it, you got a bird. It's ornithoptic motion. Okay, so I go, okay, interesting. So now I'm thinking, like, well, guess what you do here? We're going to build an ornithopter that's going to fly to space. Because we decide, okay, let's mimic the bird wing. Okay, now, to actually do the bird thing, you need another doodah. So instead of a weight on this end, you do the thing like put the wing tip part of the wing on the end. Okay, and you envision that. Now watch the motion. All right, here we'll do it. We'll do it this. It turns easier for some reason because of my little universal I put on there. The gimbaling. It seems to turn easier one way than it does the other. It still kind of hangs up. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. All right. So now, in this way, that's here like this. In this way, as it comes up. Okay. So what you get, like this. So that's achieved by using make the bird wing, put a pivot here and here like this. Okay, something like this. Okay, you dig? And then pivot it off of that. Pivot it off of that. Here is another one driven by this arm here, like this. So you get the actual flow of the crow. The crow flow. The crow flow. It was the crows flying by that went, oh, oh, pay attention to my wings. Oh, 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 oh. Pay attention to how my wings go. Anyway, so we realized, okay, you do the same thing. You put a weight on the end of that still. Okay. Nature goes from heavy to light. Why? Because you got to do that to fly in the air. You got to be able to move it pretty easy, right? Well, it has to do with the amount of muscle, mass, and all that stuff. Well, see, machines aren't subject to that. We can take and get more torque than a muscle can produce with a machine. So that means we can drive a weight on the end of our wing. And what happens? Well, see, the frame drag. It still works if you make it a full-blown wing. You still get the frame drag propulsion in zero gravity. So here's this idea. Is we make a loose. What happened to your pipe? We're going to put a.
It was sitting right there.
Oh, here it is. Going to put a load in it. Anyway, so basically what happens is while it's doing its thing, it still comes around here and it still experiences frame drag as it increases velocity. Boom, boom. Well, see, enough of a mass. So I go, okay. Well, how do we get the same? So we go, okay. Okay, we got the function down. Woof, woof, whoosh, whoosh. Same frame drag effect. Okay. A rowboat. You put a paddle on it. It'll row across the water. Okay. Actually, rowing is the opposite effect. Rowing. Row your boat gently down the stream. Okay. Would be a rower. All right. Anyway, so we figured out. Well, you match the size of the wing and the material on the wing to arrive at a flyable. You get in-air atmosphere ornithopter. I worked out the controls, everything for a full-size scale one. But I want to build a model first, and then release it and let it just go out where it's going to go. Someday it'll show up like that asteroid. What was the name of it? Or Nami or whatever. They came by the sun. There's some data. I watched this. The one. Oh, here. Oramamu. Surprising data leads to strange theories. Space. That's anyway. That's stuff. That's a Thunderbolt project video I was watching. And anyway, so there's some of the theories about being an alien origin. Okay, well, see, so we make our little ornithopter. You match the mass on the ends with the mass in the body, with the mass on the wing, and adjust the velocity of the inner atmosphere, they work as wings. And as you get further away from gravity, further away from the Earth, as upper in the stratosphere, you're further away from gravity, and you get more effect out of the
Darn, that ain't much
biased
of that one.
kinetic
Who gave you that?
impulsors.
Heck, that wasn't no nice.
Biased
Didn't know if
kinetic
I'd even try that
impulses.
I think I'd
That's
see
a
that
good
one.
name for them. I think we could call the TAS units, the John Galt motor, a biased centrifugal force impulsor. No, that don't make sense. So you just, yeah, why don't you hang on that little bit for yourself? There enough there to even mess with.
What's that?
There enough there to hang on to that for yourself.
I'll get a little more of that too, so I got enough of this to do anything with.
Alright, here, so let's split this down,
I
alright?
just thought about trying this, maybe something different, because I have enough to do anything with.
Alright, here.
So.
We'll
Oops.
keep a little nug out on the tray. You can put that away to take it home. And I'll pull this one out.
Okay. You want this one out? That way it'd be a little mix, something different. If there's anything
here.
in. There was something in there if I get it out. Probably already fell out.
No, it's keefy stuff.
This what?
Is that a seed?
Those are seeds.
Keep those seeds. That's not a seed.
I thought that looked like a seed.
No, that's bud.
What?
Yeah, that's a little hard, round bud. That look like seeds. They crunch right up.
Okay.
Here's a piece of lint.
Somebody had it in their pocket.
Hot glue. Yeah, it's lint or something. No, it's hot glue. It says bundle of hot glue.
Okay, give me a little piece of that take back right there. Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Some little pipe later.
Anyway, so you understand what that whole thing's about. That it led to me realizing the feasibility of a vehicle that would run on batteries, that's solar powered, and could take off from the Earth, fly like a bird, and just keep flying right out into space. Because in theory, so you start up, it's got to be really lightweight wing material. Because once you're out in zero gravity, the wing material does nothing. But then you need velocity. So that's when you sped it up. Swim hard. And then, but it keep you doing it. See, every time, this is how biased kinetic impulse works. Impulse is something in motion, right? You do that. While it's in motion, it has impulse. In free flight, going up, it has enough impulse to escape gravity. As gravity takes over, it comes back down in free fall. Okay, the impulse, it still has impulse. The impulse has to do with it is biased towards gravity. Boom. It actually gains mass because you get more. You can. It's easier to bank something that way harder than it is this way. You know that? You ever drive a nail upward? Never.
Oh, maybe I have at some
That's
point
hard.
in time. I don't remember it though.
You've been a carpenter. We had a life as a carpenter. Driving nails upwards. Then we got nails in our hands. But we've been a carpenter in this life too, driving nails upwards. It's hard. Because you're running that hammer against gravity. The gravity constant is 9.8 newtons. Look up, go. You doubt me? If I doubt myself, look it right up, right now, right online. Type in Google, type in the gravity constant. It would be 9.8 newtons. What is 1 newton? One newton is the amount of force required to accelerate an object weighing.
It's already went out now.
And let me say it more correctly instead of accelerate.
No, it hadn't.
How about change the kinetic value or motion of any object, okay, of an object weighing 1 kilogram to a rate accelerated to a rate of 1 meter per second.
Got my mavericks with me.
And if you only apply 1 Newton out in space, that's all the faster it will ever go is 1 meter per second. And 1 kilogram. Apply the 1 Newton to 2 kilograms, and you arrive at 0.5 meters per second. It works exactly, directly, and proportionate. Inversely proportionate. You do some card stuff. Here, how about you do this? How about you come up on a little stage here? Mixer, let's pull the mixer back from the chair and just do that. All right, so stand right here. And then point to the audience, to Sabrina. Just be careful. My laptop hanging out right there. Got a picture of Karen on it. All right, and then we'll put the camera back over here where it was, watching you. You can back up just a step right into that one on that tile right there. Just stand right there. There you go. Now let me get a... Ow! Zoom out far enough. There we go. There, we got a nice little theater effect. Bum-ba-da-da! Introducing in Sabrina's... Oh, this is going to be called... I think we want to call it the theater is Karen's postmortem theater. Yeah. To honor Karen with it, you know. Oh, yeah. Well, they're nice and warm, huh?
Not that. It's kind of like a sage light, but still close.
They're low level. They're meant to work to take the place of you because they're cheap. You know, it's poor. There's a difference between cheap and poor. You know what the difference between cheap and poor is? You know what the difference between cheap and poor? Cheap is having money and not being willing to spend it. Poor is not having any money and being willing to make do and get by. Yes. So any dialogue? Huh? I think that's different cars. Channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is from, I need a we really need big room sound. Big room sound. And deep echo. Low. No, that's too much. Let's go with short. It is. It says, oh, let's use vocal echo 1 or 2. It says past 6 or 7. chair will go right here. All right, we're part of the audience now, but you're in the audience space. See, need to back up. We got the chair out of it, so you got room. Stand where the chair was, and then you're in the lights. There you go. So you know what? That curtain, those lights need to come back a little bit. They're too far forward. I'm now realizing it. So once you get back into the, so your hat disappears. Your hat is gone. Your hat disappeared. Yeah, so you come back. Yeah, come forward. Yeah, the lights are too far forward. I need to move. Well, actually, I want to put in another row of some other stuff. I got other stuff like this. See, I need time. Please quit making me do other people's repairs. Please, I need time. Recycling. Everything's recycling. You know what? I'm getting complaints. I'm too busy working for other people. I can't work on my own shit. I can't do my own yard. I can't even clean my own goddamn yard. I don't have enough damn energy, and when I'm done doing their fucking shit, no desire to do anything, I sleep, and I've got a headache after this. I still have a tinge of a headache. Look at Sabrina. She knows it. It's a point of my anguish. Major part of my anger. The thing that ticks me off the most. You know, it's like, okay, what I'm telling you is this. Yeah, I get compensation. Yeah, but you know, it's hardly worth it. It's not worth it. It's not enough for the time it's taking for what I should be able to spend my time on.
You recording that?
Yes.
Show it.
Oh, poor Sabrina, look at her. She's going, ooh, man.
What's that?
Look at her. She's going, oh. I get that tone of voice. She runs. She knows. Elephants cringe. Tigers cringe.
What's that?
Tigers cringe. Lions cringe. Run away like she does. Every beast on the planet runs away from me when I get this intent and this tone of voice that's saying, you know, damn it, I'm fucking through and tired of it.
I did that when they sang that.
Huh?
Show it like that.
So that's the thing, is that I have such a hard time saying no. I have a soft heart. People beg. They start begging. And they start begging. And they start begging like Mark begged for me to put in your electric. You know? And he's telling, you know, here's how I see it. You want to know the fact of it? Okay, as the Director of Operations of the Public Space Association, that means that we've put our place in our position. We are the representative of all space, all existence. Okay? We represent even the aliens out there. Even if it was aliens that sent, what's the name of it? Omnu Oro Amu. Oro Amu. Okay, even if they did send, even if it was aliens that sent Oro Amu. Okay? We represent them here on this planet too. We are their representatives. We're the representative of the ants, representative of the spiders, representative of the dogs. We represent we are the spokesperson for the cats.
The spokesperson for the spokesperson for we're the spokesperson for both sides, the black and the white microbes that battle every day inside our guts.
Back down to the physiology again. Okay. You know what it does? This is how yoga works. Every 1 second. You want to like